You know you're a special people? Yeah. Can I show you that in the Bible real quick? Come on up. Come on up. What's your name? Taiwan. I'm Officer Azan. Nice to meet you. Let me show you this in the Bible. Read.
Deuteronomy chapter 7 and verse 6. For thou art an holy people.
So the thou God is talking about here is a specific people. And you're not talking about everybody. He said thou, so meaning you.
Unto the Lord thy God. The Lord thy God had chosen thee to be a special people unto himself.
So he said he chose thee to be a special people unto himself. Now, do you know who the thee is in the Bible? And who the thou? Deuteronomy 1:1. Let me show you something, sis. Because what we teaching is really important. We teaching what is our nationality according to the Bible.
Deuteronomy chapter 1 and verse 1. These be the words which Moses spake unto all Israel.
Unto who?
All Israel.
You hear that, Taiwan? It's all Israel. Now, I want you to look at this sign right here. These are the 12 tribes or the 12 sons of Israel. On the left, I believe that's the left, it got the names they were given into in the Bible. On the right, it got the names they were given into captivity. Do you see your father on that sign? Yes, ma'am. What's your father's race, nationality? Okay, so he would be from where? Judah. Yeah, and you know who else is from the tribe of Judah? That's right. So wait a minute. Look at yourself, right? Then what color is Christ?
Well, they always say, they give us this.
Look at the sun, yeah. Revelation.
But I think he's black though. I could be wrong.
Well, we could be. Well, let's read what the Bible said. Because like you said, your father, according to the Bible, would be from the tribe of Judah. So we're going to show you in the scriptures what Christ looked like. Give me that.
Revelation chapter 1 and verse 1. Verse 14. His head and his hairs were white like wool.
So they describing what Christ is looking like. It said his hair on his head and hair on his face was white and woolly. Now who got woolly hair?
Me?
Yeah, is this woolly hair? Yeah, like that right there. Yeah, so we can establish that strike 1 and 2 on that thing. He ain't got no white beard, ain't got no white woolly hair, nothing.
Right.
Okay, go ahead.
As white as snow, and his eyes were as a flame of fire.
His eyes were as a flame of fire because he drank wine in moderation. When we have a little something to drink, what happened to our eyes? Okay, go ahead.
And his feet.
So Christ's feet. So like I'm looking at your feet, right? Read.
Like unto fine brass.
What color is brass? No, brass is like a penny. Like your feet. Brown. That's what brass is, brown. Read.
As if they burned in a furnace.
So you take that brass and burn it in a furnace. Is it going to get darker or is it going to get white? Right. So what is that saying? Jesus Christ is a black man. That's what they're saying. And if we are so-called, sis, if we, you know what I'm saying? If Jesus is black, right? And I'm showing you that we the Israelites, then guess what that means we got to do? We got to keep the commandments. That's what that means, because the commandments was only given to the Israelites. You know the story of Moses. I can tell you already know a little bit about the Bible. He gave the commandments to the Israelites. Let me show you what happened to us first. Deuteronomy 28 and 15. Because if you look around, like this brother here, this is an elder man, right? This is supposed to be somebody's father. But he's already drinking early in the morning, smoking. You know what I'm saying? He out here, he just don't look right. And a lot of our people are like that. Come on up, sis. A lot of our people are like that. They lost, confused, lackadaisical, homeless. Just terrible. Look at our communities. Trash, a lot of different stuff. That's obviously not good, right? And it's obviously been happening for a while.
Right.
So let me explain why I did.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 verse 15. But it shall come to pass, and thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God.
So remember, we read earlier, these are the words that Moses spake unto who? Remember? Yeah, to Israel, right? So he's telling them, listen, if you don't keep these commandments that I'm giving you,
to observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day.
so that was a point of us being chosen, that we had to keep the commandments. Read.
That all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So he said, if you don't keep my commandments, all these what?
Curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
Is curse a good thing or a bad thing? It is. It's a bad thing. I'm going to show you a couple of scriptures that'll show you. 32.
Verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
It said, the Israelite sons and the Israelite daughters will be given to another people. So that means like you, back then, your sons and your daughters will be given to another people. Because look, ain't that what happened to us in slavery? They took our sons and daughters from us, and we never saw them again for the rest of our life. Can you imagine that? Somebody taking your child and you never seeing them ever again,
right,
all the way till you die. That's a curse because we didn't keep the commandments.
That's right.
Read them.
And thine eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long.
All you could do is cry. That's all you will be able to do is just cry. Read.
And there shall be no might in thine hand.
Might is power. There was no power that we had to get our kids back. You ever seen Roots? Yeah, remember, they never saw Kizzy again, did they? Kunzi Kid, they never saw their only child for the rest of their life. That happened because we broke the commandments. Give me verse 46.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee for a sign and for a wonder.
So all these evil things that we read now was pronounced against the Israelites would be upon them for a sign. That's how you will know who the Israelites are in the last days. Give me verse 68. I'm going to show you this curse and then we're going to get into the commandments. Because if we broke the commandments and all these evil things happened to us, what should we be trying to do now? Yeah, keep the commandments. That's why when we broke the commandments, so we need to try to keep them. Read what you got.
Verse 68. And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
Now remember I asked you, did you remember the story of Moses? Now what were the Israelites in Egypt? Slavery. You remember? Yeah. They were slaves. That's what they were. If you go back and read in the book of Exodus, that's what happened. The Israelites were turned into slaves and made to build the pyramids. That's what. Hey, Soldier Killian, let me give me that brass sign. I'll show the sister paintings of us in Egypt. So you just ain't confused. Yeah, I think that one's it. Yeah, that's it right here. I don't know if you can see it. You see right here? You see, just look close. Yeah, pull it out some more. Yeah, you see right here? You see what they doing? They making clay and bricks. Yeah, they enslaved. And that's what the Egyptians did. They were the power at the time, the biggest power at the time, and what they did was they forced the Israelites to build their pyramids and to build all of their little statues that you see over there now. Them ain't us. We were the ones that was building those. They enslaved us. So when they say, that's good, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again, it's talking about slavery again. Read.
And the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again with ships.
The Lord shall bring us into slavery again with what?
With ships.
Now who that happened to? How did we get here? Hey, Killian, come back up here, bro. Let me get that slave ship shine. Because I want to make it clear to you before you leave here that you understand your nationality and you understand what you got to do. You see what they did? They put us on slave ships as cargo. And then they shipped us to South America. They shipped us to Spain. They shipped us all over the place. They took us from these areas. This is what these arrows are. Showing you that they put us on those ships. And think about this. This wasn't no 3-hour ride. So you got people in their chain dying, having a menstrual on each other, using the bathroom on each other. That's how we came over here, chained and enslaved. And when they got us off, hold on, read on.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
Have we seen our homeland again since we've been here? No, we don't have a homeland. Our homeland is gone. Read, took him from us.
And there.
Hold on, it said what?
And there.
So once you get off your transportation mode, read.
Ye shall be sold.
You should be what?
Sold unto your enemies.
We were sold. Look right here. You see that? Auction block, cash, Negroes, men, women, and children. They had us on the auction block. We were sold to our enemies. That's what happened to us for breaking the commandments. You see, and see, you know, don't even pay attention to them. Because remember what the Bible just called them. Read that again.
And there ye shall be sold unto your enemy.
Our friend.
Your enemy.
My Susie from work.
Your enemy.
That's who they are.
Bring it out.
And that's what we got to understand. That's good. But see, they taught us this. When they was in slavery, that's why everybody think that's God. They whipped our backs into believing that that's God. They said, no, Saturday is not the Sabbath. Sunday is the Sabbath. Jesus is not black. Jesus is white. You're not the Israelites, you're Gentiles. And all you got to do is slave obey your masters and you'll be straight. That's a lie. And that's why God called them what?
Bring it out. Your enemy.
Because only your enemies would do something to you like that. Only your enemies would kill you with barbecue. See, this is a black man right here being barbecued. Being barbecued. And you see the enemies, the white man right there. They lean and get me in the picture. Well dressed. That's what they used to do. Barbecue our sisters and our brothers and put them on postcards and send them to each other. Chop off their body parts and hang them as a mantle in their house like it was a deer head or something. That's what they did to us because they are our enemies. But again, that happened to us because we did what, Taiwan? Keep what? There you go. We didn't keep the commandments. Because let me show you what he said if we did. Give me verse 28:1.
Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 1. Bring it out. And it shall come to pass, as thou shalt hearken diligently.
So if you keep the command, you hearken, because that's what hearken means here. If you do,
unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe and to do all his commandments.
So you got to observe and to do his commandments. If you do them, what's going to happen?
Which I command thee this day, that the Lord thy God will set thee on high above all nations.
Above who?
Above all nations of the earth.
See, if we do keep the commandments, that's where we're supposed to be. At one point, we were. But see, we done fell off so bad because we don't want to keep the commandments. And I'm finna show you something that we didn't want to keep. Give me that in Exodus 20 about the Sabbath day. Because you know what today is? Yeah, today is the Sabbath day. And it's certain things we're supposed to do on the Sabbath day. Read.
Exodus chapter 20 and verse 8. Remember the Sabbath day.
So hold on, you got to remember it because what? No, remember it because it was changed. For us, they told us it was on Sunday. So you got to remember that the Sabbath day is actually on Saturday.
To keep it holy. 6 days shall thy labor.
This is how you keep it holy.
6 days shall thy labor.
So 6 days. So that's Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. You supposed to what?
Shall thy labor and do all thy work.
So you supposed to work on them days. You know, but on the Sabbath.
But the seventh day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt do no work.
So we not supposed to work on the Sabbath. You know, of course we know we're in captivity, but that's our job. To do our best to not work. Because remember, we broke the commandment. Sis. There you go, right here behind you. Hey, come on up here. I want you to check out the sign. See if you see yourself on here. That's what we teaching. We teaching this sister too. That we the Israelites according to the Bible. And Jesus Christ is the black man. According to the Bible. Your kids need to know that because they're going to show them this. On TV, cartoons, when you ain't looking, they're going to show them this. Guarantee you. So you got to know.
They're not even into this. They're mothers.
They're what?
Just the grandmother.
Okay, but hey, look. Them your kids, right? Whether they're your grandkids or your kids.
I cannot predict or make somebody choose what I believe in. You already know this.
And what do you believe in?
So if their parents are Muslim, hey, that's what they do.
But we just talking about the image of Christ.
I know, but they're not just
Oh, so they teaching that they Muslim. Okay, see, that's another thing our people are lost in. Different religions. Because the only reason why we even attached ourselves to Islam or any of that is because they enslaved us as well. And now we walk around calling ourselves Muslims. Just like we walk around calling ourselves Christians. Read what you got.
6 days shall thy labor and do all thy work. But the 7th day is the Sabbath of the Lord thy God. In it thou shalt not do any work.
So sis, now you know that you're not supposed to be working on the Sabbath. Also, you're not supposed to, you got another precept, we're not supposed to cook hot food. No buying and no selling on the Sabbath. So that means no money exchange, no nothing. We ain't got, okay. You got it? Hey sis, check this out.
Exodus chapter 16 verse 23. And he said unto them, this is that which the Lord had said. Tomorrow is the rest of the holy Sabbath unto the Lord. Bake that which ye will bake today, and see that ye will see, and that which remaineth over lay up for you to be kept until the morning.
So what it's saying is on Friday, you should be prepping all your food so you don't have to cook any hot food on the Sabbath. So remember, no buying, no selling. So today don't be buying and selling nothing. You know what I'm saying? I know you just learning, but you know, if you love God, right? Oh, you believe in the Bible? Okay, well, hey, the Bible's instructing you not to do that.
We used to scream black power while Haran was pushed. But at the end of the day, nothing's in vain. IUIC has been given a vision. The tents of Judah has risen. Many has attempted the mission, minor murmuring, omitting, and missing the mark. Just reading that he had the flame of fire in his eyes gave us the spark. We on Paul's mission. We out on the road, purple and gold, from Mexico, Cuba, Haiti, Ghana, Sierra Leone. 144,000 boots banging, concrete crackling. These are our men repented at heart. The scriptures is proof. IUIC, we deliver the truth.